Well, I first have to take this opportunity to congratulate the national chairman of the National Resistance Movement Party, the party leadership and members, and all Ugandans for attaining 39 years in leadership under the NRM government. The fact that we are celebrating 39 years in leadership and governance is one of the most significant difference that we had with other regimes, because others could not even reach their first birthday in government. So NRM has been around for a long time, and our longevity in governance has enabled us to do a lot of things as a party and a government, because we premise our administration on the public, on the wananchi. We are a people-centered government. We toe the mass line of activities. So all our programs looks at the masses. Whether you talk of education, you talk of health, you talk of roads, you talk of electricity, you talk of clean water, you talk of household, fight against household poverty, we look at the masses. And that has endeared us to the population and to the wananchi, and it speaks volume to the historical mission of the revolution, because this revolution was a people-led revolution, and it was a peasant revolution. So we remind ourselves of the history of this struggle, and that is how we've been able to keep in government for all this time. Statistically, you can speak on so many things, but the most significant of it is we have attained total peace and stability of the country, and it has been a durable peace, because without peace, nothing else can happen. Peace is the ultimate goal for any government. So with the peace and stability that NRM government and under the leadership of President Yoweri Museveni has ushered in the country, other sectors are now flourishing. We have seen the population grow, we have seen health stabilizing, we have seen literacy rate improving, we have seen poverty declining over the years, we have seen infrastructure development expanding in the country, we have seen the unity of Ugandans improving day and night, and all those parameters all speaks to the stability and the peace which has been ushered in by the NRM administration under the chairmanship of our able leader Yoweri Museveni. So we thank him so much, and we thank God for giving us President Yoweri Museveni as a gift to this country. Because for those of you who might be old enough, Uganda was not a country for anyone to be proud of. It was a country where it was a crime to be educated. Most of the educated Ugandans by then would run away and go to exile, because it was not easy for you to have a degree and stay in your country and practice your profession peacefully. It was a country where a lot of religious conflicts among the population. The Catholics were fighting the Protestants, the Muslims were not being recognized, the born again were not even heard about, the charismatic and all that, all such kind of but under NRM, everybody is free to worship his or her God the way he or she feels he should worship his God. In the past, it was very difficult to see people from different tribes working together in harmony and marrying even from one another. But I'm sure you can attest to this, that under NRM government, that unity of purpose is coming up so well that you find a Muganda having his garage in Acholi, doing business in Acholi, and Acholi having his business in Ankole, doing business well in Ankole. A Mugiso is having a restaurant in Arua. A Karamojong is having his business in Rwenzori. So this kind of unity, which is bringing that bondage of the population, is something that NRM has brought. Because the NRM line is we teach unity. We teach what brings us together than what divides us. And so there are a lot we can celebrate about NRM. But above all is that it has given all Ugandans space to feel at home and to love their country and to serve their country. Opposition is free to speak the way they speak, to criticize government the way they criticize. And that is the beauty of NRM. We give space. And our governance is an open space governance. The president has been going around the country in the presidential tour to explain to the wananchi about governance and how the people should fight household poverty. And then it's the first time in the history of Uganda that a government is giving out money through PDM to the households, to the poor households. It had never happened, not only in Uganda, but the whole sub-Saharan Africa. You can never get a government that gives out money the way NRM is giving out money. So all these are what we celebrate. And so we thank the government, we thank the chairman of the party, and we thank all the leadership of NRM for this wonderful opportunity that God has given us to lead Uganda and to provide stability to the region.